Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. And by the video title, you know what this video is about. We have, of course, some NFL news. Tomorrow we'll be having the game picks, of course, like I usually do, around like 6 or 7 o'clock, so be on the lookout for that. But today we have some NFL news. You guys know Davantae Adams asked for a trade, so we're going to see exactly where he goes, where he ends up. We know that some teams that are kind of in play for him. Of course, you look at teams like the Jets. You know, him and Aaron Rodgers had a perfect connection. The dynamic they had for those years with the Packers, very good, second to none. Very good connection they had. And I know Adams kind of asked for his, asked to get out of there once he kind of seen like Aaron Rodgers was going to leave and things were not adding up. So he went to go play with his friend, his college teammate, Derek Carr. And Derek Carr was going after 1 year. So now he was with the Raiders and kind of was stuck there. And like the Raiders kind of screwed him over a little bit in a sense. But he made the decision, of course, to get traded there. So now we're going to see maybe he go to the Saints. Join with Derek Carr again. The Saints could use him as well as some more receiver, a big time receiver like that, all pro receiver to their room. Maybe he goes to, I don't know, to the Steelers is rumored for it too as well. But I doubt the Steelers trade any super high compensation and got paid that big time contract as well. I don't think the Steelers will probably do that. And then also you look at teams like the Chiefs. They said Chiefs might be in play, but I doubt the Raiders trade him within the division. You trade him to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, that would be kind of ridiculous. So we'll see exactly where he ends up, where he lands. If I'm the Raiders, I'm looking to bring back the best conversation. We know they said the tensions between both of the parties, Davantae Adams and the Raiders have been a little shaky and stuff and haven't been the best of communication. So I'm the Raiders. I'm like, hey, I don't care where you go. I'm going to trade you somewhere and I'm going to get the best compensation back. So who do I want to trade? Maybe the Bengals. T. Higgins' contract is probably going to be up. And maybe the Bengals look like, hey, we get Davantae Adams. Y'all get T. Higgins. T. Higgins can get re-signed with the Raiders. A young core, him and Jacoby Myers, and we'll see where they go from there. That could happen too as well. So there's some different scenarios that you kind of see around the league, and maybe it could happen, and maybe bring a guy on like that. But we'll just have to see where Davantae Adams end up and where he lands. Let me know down below what you guys think as well. I also want to discuss, of course, we've seen some suspensions happen. I think Von Miller got suspended. I don't know what exactly he did. He had personal conduct policy. So I don't know exactly what he did. I didn't really read into the article fully. I have it right here though. I said Von Miller. Oh, the assault. Okay, the assault thing. Okay, that's why. I just said felony assault. So Von Miller is suspended a few games like that. The Bills paid Von Miller a crazy amount of money. And I think it's not paying off. Remember, let's say 1 year they went all in. It was like, we're going to pay Von Miller this amount. We're going to pay all this money and get everything ready and get going to try to win a Super Bowl this year. And they kind of fell short of doing that. So it's kind of not paying off too well right now. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this season keeps shaping out. The power rankings, of course, are out too as well. We also seen some cool things yesterday on Monday Night Football. I get tired of them doing the double games on Monday Night Football. Just do one game on Monday Night Football. They keep doing two at the same time here and there. But the Lions and Seahawks was a pretty good game. Jared Goff went out there 18 for 18, 155 passer rating. He caught a touchdown, and they said now Jared Goff have more receiving touchdowns than Brandon Ayuk, who has not been playing too good. He asked for all that money. He was complaining and whining a little bit for all the money and stuff. I'm not saying he's not deserving of the money because he played very phenomenal football to get to that spot, to get paid that money, but he's been playing too good. I don't know, the chemistry is off a little bit, but I think he'll probably get back in the groove later down the line. But Jared Goff caught a touchdown yesterday. He got more touchdowns than him, more touchdown receptions than Travis Kelce. I seen a little stat that pulled up like that. It's kind of a very funny stat, but it's the truth. So we're going to see some of these guys kind of get going a little bit more. The Chiefs might be 4-0, of course, but they could easily be 0-4. A lot of their games came down to the wire, and Mahomes' numbers have not been good. He had 6 interceptions, I think. Like six touchdowns, 6 interceptions. He's not been playing too good football. He's been kind of like being careless with the ball and don't have a lot of separation on the outside. His receivers, of course, he got Zaire Worthy. He made some plays, of course, for the Chiefs. A lot of busted coverage, though. He get open sometimes, but they don't really have another guy who can just go out there and be consistent. Rasheed Rice was that guy, but now him being down with the injury, I think a torn ACL too as well. That play that happened when Mahomes tried to stop the tackler, but he kind of did it awkwardly and fell while his guy running full speed just fell right in front of him into his knee and took his leg out. So we're gonna see exactly where they at. So that's why I think they're probably in play for Adams, but I doubt the Raiders trade him within the division. That'd be ridiculous. Yeah, but the power rankings for ESPN, got the NFL power rankings for week 5. Let's see the list right here. Starting off number 1, the Chiefs are still number 1 at the same spot. You got the Vikings at number 2. They've been playing very good football as well. Going out there and dominating. Sam Darnold has surprised a lot of people. Going out there making plays, and hey, he's smart. Find Justin Jefferson. Wherever he's at, throw the ball that way. That's the best way to do it. Bills, after that big time loss they took to the Ravens on Sunday Night Football. They dropped down. They're third now. Detroit Lions is fourth. Tampa Bay Buccaneers is fifth. Seahawks is sixth. We have the Baltimore Ravens at 7, at 2-2. We have the Texans at 8, at 3-1. San Francisco 49ers 2-2 at 9. We have the Steelers. No, we don't. I misinterpreted. I seen the picture of the Steelers. Washington Commanders at 10. We had the Packers at 11 at 2-2. We had the Steelers at 12. They dropped down. They're 3-1 right now. They dropped down from 7 to 12. We got also the Eagles at 13. We have the Saints at 14, 15 Cowboys, 16 Jets, 17 Falcons. The Chargers at 18 after back-to-back losses. I think they'll bounce back. I think that game against the Chiefs, they played very good defense. It's just they couldn't capitalize on the offensive side of the ball like that. They played good defense at holding Mahomes down. And even against the Steelers beat them, of course, but they did a good job in the first half of doing things. You got to find a way to click it. Colts defeated the Steelers. They went out there and gave us a big-time beating in the first quarter. We came back in the game, but we was playing behind the whole time, and the Colts just owned us that game right there. They beat us the past 2 matchups. Colts are now 2-2. They're ranked 19th, moved up from 24th spot. The Bears at 20. Vegas, you got them at 21. Broncos at 22. Dolphins at 23. Bengals 24. I'm surprised the Dolphins are in front of the Bengals, but they have them in front of the Bengals. You got the Rams at 25. Cardinals 26. Browns 27. Giants 28. Titans 29. 30. You got Jacksonville Jaguars 31. The Carolina Panthers at 1-3. Patriots on 1-3 at 32, the last team in the league. So yeah, that's kind of the power ranking so far to week 5. The first 5 weeks are kind of going by fast, and we're gonna see a lot of football coming up. There's a lot of big time games happening this week. We got Sunday night matchup. My Steelers going against the Cowboys in Pittsburgh. Gonna be a big time game, probably one of the most watched games this year. You know, those 2 big franchises going at it, kind of like the classic days. They played 3 times in the Super Bowl. A lot of big time games and exciting games. I think the past 2 games came down to the last play. You know, we're seeing them, of course, with Ezekiel Elliott when they was in Pittsburgh, had the game-winning rushing touchdown, and then also the one when we played them in Dallas in 2020, I think, and Big Ben and them let the game-winning drive, the game-winning touchdown, he threw to Juju Smith-Schuster. So yeah, big-time game coming up this Sunday, and a lot of big-time games, big-time matchups as well. People still battling out. Some people have bye weeks, I think, this week as well. It's the first wave of bye weeks, so we'll see some teams out. But yeah, this is all I have for today's video. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe for more content. Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think about the trade scenario with Davantae Adams. They're most likely asking for probably a 2nd-round pick and some big conversation, maybe a receiver or maybe something else like that to replace. Like that, I don't know if they might can get it first, maybe. If a team is willing to say, hey, we want to just get them right away like that, they might can get it first for them, but they probably asking for at least a 2nd-round pick and probably another receiver. You'd be like, oh, I'll give you a 2nd and I'll give you my guy right here. He might not be a top-tier receiver, but he's still a pretty solid guy type of player, like maybe like a solid guy or consistent player. So we'll have to see exactly what they do like that. Maybe the Seahawks might be a spot he can go to. I don't know if they would do that trade. I know people have been complaining about DK Metcalf. Trade him to the Raiders. You never know like that. So and you can switch them out. Davantae Adams and Tyler Lockett. That'd be different, but we have to wait and see what happens. But that's all I have. Peace out. I'll see you guys next time.